were born for more than this. I got tired of shrinking small, tired of breaking for their rules. I looked at me and finally knew I was the fire, not the fuel.
That's when it hit me. I didn't come to this realization out of nowhere. It came from unlearning everything I was taught about myself as a dark skinned black girl. And that's exactly why I created my journal. So let's take it back to where it all began.
And why is she the dumb child?
Because she fits.
Well, show me the ugly child. And why is she the ugly child?
Because she black.
Show me the good looking child. And why is she the good looking child?
Because she light skinned.
What type of journal is Go Princess? Go Princess is a shadow work and self love journal created specifically for dark skinned black girls. It helped them understand themselves, build confidence, and feel safe exploring their emotions while learning to love who they are. What age range is Go Princess for? Go Princess is designed for dark skinned girls between the ages 5 and 8 years old. Those early years where identity, confidence, and self worth are just beginning to form. Why does Glow Princess exist? Glow Princess exists to make sure dark skinned black girls are seen, valued, and celebrated. It was created to help them recognize the beauty in their skin, hair, and features, especially in a world where those same qualities are often overlooked, questioned, and not fully represented. Go Princess isn't just a journal, it is a mirror. And for those little girls, it may be the first time they truly see who they are, what they are, and see themselves.
I'm so ugly. What?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are so pretty. You all shut up. Go in the room. You when you look at yourself, you supposed to say, I'm so pretty. You are so pretty. Do you hear me? You got the prettiest little dimples. You are too cute. Oh. No, you gonna make me cry. You're not ugly. Baby girl. Oh, oh my God. Ariana. You're not ugly. Baby girl.
What are the main issues My Go Princess, a shadow work and self love journal for darker skinned black girls covered? Go Princess covered three issues that darker skinned black girls face in today's society. Those issues are colorism, texturism, and featureism. At the age 5 through 7, 8 years old, dark skinned black girls become highly aware of the social hierarchies that shape their social standings, academic life, and self image. Those hierarchies stem from historic events like slavery, which began in 17th centuries and ended in the 19th century, help shape the issues dark-skinned black girls still deal with in the 21st centuries. The first issue we are going to do a deep dive on is colorism. Colorism is the discrimination against children and adults with darker skin tones. Colorism affects a young, dark skinned girl in many ways. They can face internalized self worth issues surrounding their skin, how they are treated by others, and how they begin to see themselves. A black girl with a dark complexion often notice that black girls with lighter skin complexions are preferred over them not only at school, but by the people in their personal lives, even within their own families. What should just be a skin color is giving social value. They begin to believe in the myth that they are ugly because of the color of their skin. They receive a lack of representation in the mainstream media. Most of the time, they are given representation that isn't positive or have the diversity they need, which make it difficult for them to find role models who not only look like them but who are celebrated for their beauty. And the representation darker skinned young girls often have are certain stereotypes. Those stereotypes are, especially for the dark skinned girls, are often subjugated to harmful outlooks of themselves in the mainstream media that affects how they perceived by others. Those stereotypes are the angry black woman and the adultification of black dark skinned girls. The black woman stereotype portrays dark skinned black girls in an unfair and damaging way. It doesn't just label them as aggressive, hostile, or irrational. It also emasculates them because of the darkness of their skin. The darker you are in society, the more you are perceived as rough, mean, and intimidating, even when that's not your nature at all. And that's where the real harm begins, because those stereotypes doesn't just exist. They affect how people treat you, your emotion gets dismissed, your behaviors are misconstrued as a problem instead of being seen as a normal expression of emotions. You are seen as someone who can handle more. They are denied protection, denied softness, while lighter and non-black girls are seen as a standard of beauty and are given the right to be viewed as docile, feminine, and worthy of care. Dark-skinned black girls are not given the same grace. Instead, they are placed under unfair expectations, expected to carry more physical and emotional weight regardless of their age. And this bias alone has lasting impact on the childhood of dark-skinned black girls, because when a child is treated like they don't deserve softness, they grow up believing they have to survive instead of being loved. And that is the problem. The issue doesn't just affect them in the outside world. It follows them into their own environments too. It exists in their homes, their schools, and places that are supposed to protect them. In school, dark-skinned black girls are often disciplined more harshly than their peers. Studies have shown they face higher suspension rates even when their behaviors are similar to others. Instead of being understood, they are often seen as problems that need to be corrected by the very people who are supposed to educate and support them. But why that is? Because the adultification of dark-skinned black girls is not just adults, though. They are often targeted by their peers as well, facing bullying, teasing, and isolation. Most dark-skinned girls often hear things like, sometimes from their classmates, and sometimes even from their own families. You are too dark. You would be prettier if you were light. Stay out of the sun. You are already dark. You're too dark to wear that color. You are pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Dark skin is ugly, darky, choco, and so much more. They shape how young girls see themselves before they even get the chance to decide who they are. The treatment dark-skinned girls receive within their families can be just as harmful as what they experience from teachers, peers, and social exclusion. Studies have shown that lighter-skinned children are often preferred within families.
You keep saying, but I got dark skin supporters. I don't want a dark child.
In many cases, receive high quality parenting, more nurturing, and less restrictive treatment compared to the darker skinned black children. This dynamic creates tension, not just within families, but within a child's sense of worth. Because over time, this leads to low self esteem, mental health issues, and in many cases, a desire to change their appearance just to feel accepted. And that desire often turns into wanting to look like those who are lighter or even those who are not black at all. And shown is acceptable and worthy of being loved. So if we're going to talk about the so-called jealousy that people like to place on dark-skinned black girls, then we need to address the root cause of where that comes from.
A lot of y'all scared to have dark-skinned kids. I don't like that shit. Like, what's wrong with melanin? What's wrong with deep brown?
He's not wrong. A lot of people do not want to have dark-skinned kids. And being a dark-skinned woman, I know one of the reasons why. As a child, I was made fun of in school for being dark-skinned. A lot of people think about how their children are going to be treated. And people are not nice to dark-skinned kids a lot of the time, okay? And that can come from not only strangers, not only kids in school, but that can also come from family. A lot of times, family be treating dark-skinned kids like they are the outcast, especially if there's only one dark-skinned kid and then the rest of your kids are light-skinned. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of slick comments, a lot of things, okay? So, yeah, people do be scared to have dark-skinned kids. It's unfortunate because this brown melanin is beautiful, okay? It's beautiful. But, unfortunately, it's the goddamn truth.
You never know how color struck a family is until you have a dark-skinned baby. So, everybody, I know you're giggling and laughing it off in this video. It's not really that funny. But she goes on to say that most of her family is light-skinned. All of her kids are lighter. And even sometimes the kids say colorist things to the baby and she has to correct them. See, the problem is that you need to protect your baby at all costs. Because people who are openly colorist, and you may have been as well, and that's what it's kind of sounding like to me. Those people have disdain for darker skinned people often and treat those children or those babies like outsiders. And I just feel like, yeah, that's cause for cutoff. That's cause for you need to be checking anybody who got anything to say about your baby. Even if you were ignorant before this is the time to get unignorant, okay? And you need to be affirming her and her beauty and her skin all the time. It's not to be taken lightly, because to be in a family full of ignorant light skins, baby, what? I'll be tired, honey. I'll be tired. Folks be too old to be just talking about baby skin color and worried about that. Like, that's just so weird to me. Please get therapy quickly.
Colorism, texturism, and featureism might have been created by colonialism, slavery, and systemic oppression of the white supremacy, but it's our community that perpetrated. Until next time, texturism will be the next I covered. See you guys soon.
Became Nova Queen, I became Nova Queen. Stop saying sorry for my dreams. I take my space, I make my space. I wear my worth like diamond rings. I became Nova Queen, I became Nova Queen.